He's so awkward. He will come in like this.
A love letter? Hi, how are you doing? And he will look
so he has like serial killer vibes?
With his wide eyes like this.
He looks like the cactus from Mario that like goes like this.
More like the snake from Jungle Book.
So there's this 29-year-old Texas lady, and she wanted to get some drinks at the club, but there was nowhere to park. So she left her car in a tow-away zone for about like half an hour, right? When she gets back, the car's towed.
Shocker.
So messed up, huh?
Peace.
So when the tow truck driver was finished taking the car, he looks inside and sees that there was a baby asleep in it.
Ooh.
Yeah. In which case, and this is what the correct thing is to do, is he calls the cops, the police come. They find out she's just in the club partying, and then turns out she already has a DUI and also doesn't even have a driver's license, so they end up having to arrest her. But the interesting part of this is that I looked it up, and it says that if there's someone in the car, the tow truck can't tow it. So I think that this was her like way to get away from not being towed.
Interesting.
Which is a really funny thing.
But then also she ended up getting towed regardless.
Exactly. But I think like it's one of those things where it looks like, I mean I could be wrong, but it looks like one of those things where it'll work more times than it doesn't. Yeah. Because you just need to have someone in the car. It probably doesn't work with a baby as well. But if you leave like a kid or just someone sitting in there in any area, the tow truck can't take it. What he has to do is report it, and the cops have to come, and then the cops have to remove the kid from the car, which probably won't happen. They probably won't. Most of the time, the cops won't show up. Yeah. I doubt they're gonna come for like a tow truck situation unless it's a child endangerment. But that's kind of interesting. Like, why? I'm thinking, what would make someone do this other than like, yeah, she probably is irresponsible. But that's also seems weird that
clubbing isn't that fun.
No.
Endangering your child?
Yeah. I mean, was the car outside during like hot weather and stuff?
No, it was at night. It was like
even worse. It was like, oh my god.
Was the window like a little bit
like
open?
an evil mastermind. It just kept going. Like everything you said, I was like, okay, that's bad. Okay, that's bad. Yeah. Okay, that's bad. Now she has a DUI already. Like, bro.
Yeah, and she doesn't even have a license.
Everything's crazy.
Bad. Yeah, everything's like a.
I think it's just her fault. Yeah. She's like, bad on you.
It's her fault. For sure. Imagine they're like, who's the culprit here? The baby?
The baby's like, I got it.
Yeah, the baby's like, just put it on me, mom.
Have fun.
So as someone who has a baby, have you found any ways to avoid penalties by using your baby?
Have you leveraged your baby?
Yeah, have you leveraged it?
Nope.
Have you ever forgotten your baby? Like,
nope, not yet. Nope, not yet. Nope.
No, nothing yet?
No, I'm more just very aware and protective, if anything.
Could you see yourself leaving the baby in the car?
Fuck no. I can never even think about doing that.
Even for drinks at the club?
Nope.
In the club?
None.
That's wild.
I know, isn't it?
I feel like this kid needs to find another home.
I've always thought like, damn, yeah, forgetting your baby is wild, but like at the same time, I'm like, I might do that. I don't know, like if you're like a brand new dad or something, and like
somebody did say that.
Yeah, it's like you wouldn't expect that you would forget a baby, but I feel like
but the intentions isn't I'm a brand new mom. It's I'm going to go get drinks at the Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was like it was a little too like you're very aware where you're going that night.
I'm pretty sure you won't forget your kid at all once they're in a car.
I feel like it happens.
Somebody was like saying that it's a thing that it'll surprise you when it happens, but like you just get into like almost like a motor mind mentality, and you're going and you hardly have any sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like if you always just pull up to your driveway, get out the car for years and years and years and years, and then one day it's like you have a baby, and it's like, fuck, I can't just get out the car and go inside.
Maybe, just like that one story of the dad that left the kid in his Tesla, and then he went to jump on the video game.
Oh yeah, you saw that? Yeah, that's rough. This dude, like he pulled into his house driveway, left the baby in the car, and then went inside, turned his PlayStation on. It was just like hitting the games.
That's like infuriating.
Yeah, and then like 4 or 5 hours I think went by, and the mom came
4 or
home.
5?
Something like that. It's a long time. The mom came home and parked behind it, saw the baby, and the baby was just like, it was gone by then. Yeah, didn't make it. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
I feel like I get a couple minutes, but hours. Like, how do you forget that you're
I think like being a parent seems so like full time mentally. Like, how do you even not
be aware of that. Like you're just like,
And he's obviously not tired or sleep deprived because he's playing video games. So I was like, what are you doing?
Right, yeah, he's active. Excuse goes out the window.
Plus, what are you thinking that the baby's just coincidentally quiet?
Yeah.
Like, don't babies
He's just sleeping. The kid was probably just sleeping.
with no memory of having put him to sleep is like pretty wild. But it might be one of those things where like you don't really know, and then when it happens, then you do. Because I for some reason hear that from parents a lot, where they're like, "Oh, trust me, it doesn't seem like you could ever forget, but you'll forget.
that's horrific.
You'll come close at least. You'll come close."
Yeah, that's scary to think about.
Your parents didn't forget you anywhere?
Nah.
No.
My dad has tons of times taken me home when I was a kid, and he would park in the garage and then walk out of the garage and close the garage, and I'd be in the car just like looking at the. Okay, this is my life.
My mom
Yeah.
forgot to pick me up at school one time.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
That one's sad
Like
because you were
completely
just
forgot. Like
She was like a few hours late.
hours.
wow.
Was there any
It was
adults?
before I had a phone too. So
No
I was just,
adults were
I
with
just
you?
sit there.
You were like by yourself, a girl, just sitting on the.
Yeah,
curb.
I mean, it was like a block away from school is where she picked me up. Like that's the designated spot where we planned to get picked up at, and I would show up on time, and 10 minutes go by. Okay, she's a little late. 20 minutes go by. Okay, she's really late. 30, 40, an hour and a half. Where the fuck is this bitch?
Was this like before? Like, did you have a cell phone? Like, or you like? Was she?
Wait, what did she say when she finally came to get
I'm
you?
so sorry.
That's it?
That's it. I forgot.
She didn't give you like a fucking ice cream or Snickers or anything
No.
like to win you back?
No,
Nuggets,
that's,
McNuggets?
yeah, that's it. That's what it was.
Damn.
You're lucky I even picked you up. I'm not kidding.
She's like, I almost didn't show up, kid.
Yeah.
She's like, today was almost the day. Today was almost the day.
This was in Woodland Hills area? Oh, so you're fine.
Fine. Totally fine.
safe.
I waited an extra hour and a half. It's fine.
I've always lived close enough to school to where if you could walk. Yeah, I could walk.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, I could have walked home. It would have been
But that's
probably
that's
a while,
that's different too
but
if
I
you're a
could've
girl
walked home.
though. And just
Yeah, sure.
leave you there is pretty rough.
Never have to think about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're dudes. You can literally yeah.
I had to take the bus. Hella far.
You see, isn't that nice to be from a country where you don't have problems like that?
I kind of have problems like that.
You do?
Well, I work at this coffee shop now that we have
Oh,
in the
yeah,
Netherlands
that's
we have coffee shops, but we sell coffee there, but also weed.
Yeah.
What?
Kind of weak weed, I heard though.
Ooh. But
You would know. Yeah.
yeah. But some dudes are kind of weird where they would kind of stalk you like after work. Apparently.
That's happened to you already?
Yeah, and I've been working there for 2 months. And
You already have a regular. Congrats.
yeah, and my other colleague has she's 19, but she has, I don't know if I can talk about this. They won't know, no worry. And then
Locked in their country anyway.
I know. And then he wrote her a love letter, but he's so awkward. He will come in like this.
A love letter?
Hi, how are you doing? And he will look
Oh, so he has
that,
like
and
serial
will
killer
do
vibes.
this with his wide eyes like this.
He looks like the cactus from Mario that like goes like this.
More like the snake from Jungle Book. More like, it's so crazy.
He slithers too.
Yeah, and then one day he wrote her a love letter, which was like an R&B like rhymed. It was so awkward.
go.
And
That's he told you the cadence of the letter.
Yeah. read in R&B.
read in R&B. It was like it was
like,
so
You like,
reading it was
sends you
like
a lo-fi link.
you would want to cry if you read it. It was so like not in a funny way, but in a cringy way.
Oh.
It was
that's
kind
love,
of
though,
because
it's cringe.
if you know that person,
Love
like,
is cringe. Love is cringe.
It was so weird.
So you don't think this is true love? Is that what you're saying?
Well, maybe I don't know. But
What happened with your stalker? What did they do to you?
I don't nothing. He just was there. He just was
He's not
there,
really in it.
and the security guard actually caught him. Like, hey, he's in his car right here. Because before that, a couple of days prior, he saw me leaving, and he was trying to be slick and be like trying to be on the phone or pretending he was on the phone, and he got in front of me to my car because he know what my car looked like. Because I waved at him once in my car because he's a regular.
Yeah, so it's not weird,
You're like,
really.
"He's probably
Yeah.
not
And
gonna
then-
stalk me.
The security guard caught him like, hey, he's on this side of the parking lot. I was with my other colleague on the other side of the parking lot just talking because I was chilling with her at her house later. And then he would suddenly be standing on my side of the parking lot, pretending to be calling and looking at my car. And I was like, that's kind of weird. So I reported it to the
anything?
security guards, like, hey, watch out, this happened. This kind of weird. I don't know. People can tag your cars nowadays.
Yeah. They always do that. Air
like,
tags.
Delusional. Be like, oh, what if he did that? Because he was an MMA fighter too.
That's a problem.
His ears would look like Nick's.
Dang, why couldn't you have gotten the dorky swaying guy?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Why'd you have to get the MMA guy?
Way less intimidating.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a little. You gotta shoot him now.
R&B or MMA?
I think it's safer to have the stringier guy, the skinnier dude.
Because my bodyguard actually trained with him, and he said he was like iron. Like he was so like Iron Man. He was so strong.
That's a bad thing to get back from him.
Yeah.
There's no way to stop this guy.
Yeah, he's like I can't do it. He was literally like that.
Just give him what he wants. Just give it up. Give it up.
I could just tell him no, and that's it. Stop, please.
Officers are like, I can't, I don't, have you seen this guy?
So I checked him out. He's unbeatable.
He's like, dude, what's your workout split? Like,
The guy cannot be defeated.
you know, he's like,
He almost killed me.
Unbeatable. His arms in a cast.
Yeah, I really thought I was gonna die in there.
But he had cauliflower ears.
Oh my god. Oh,
Those are the most dangerous.
great.
That's a wrap, bro. You shoot that motherfucker. Hell no.
So I got a little bit delusional, and then later the security guards knew all about it. And then one time he came back at the store just to chill and to smoke some. And then he left, and then the security was like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? And he talked to him about it, and he's like, oh yeah, I know, I can get her now, she's fine, I will just let her go, blah blah blah. And I never saw him ever again.
I know I can get her now.
It's like, yeah, it was something like that in that thing, I don't know.
2 months and you already got this thing going.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know if it's better than the Jungle Book snake dude. But
I know I can get her
the cringe
now.
is so much harder to deal with than actual, like...
Oh, you think it's easier to deal with like a...
I don't know.
Because you kind of have to be nice to the cringe guy a little bit. Because he's kind of just being, like, uncomfortable.
I mean, it's easy to just...
That's more of a tism like thing.
but
that's a spectrum thing. But it's really easy to go like...
I've never dealt with a stalker.
Yeah, because I helped him a couple of times, and he's really easy to go like, hey, what do you want? Oh, you want this? Oh, here, got it for you. You want anything else? No? Okay, have a nice day. And then
it's over?
Yeah. So it's really easy to steer him that way. Otherwise, he would just keep talking in a really awkward way.
Oh, it's easy to manipulate him away.
Yeah.
But the MMA guy can't be defeated.
No, it was really hard to get in my car when he was asking for my Instagram and stuff. Because I already told him I was dating, and then he was like, oh, can I have your Instagram? And I was like...
I love when guys do that.
So wait, hold on.
I love
Is
when
this
they
a
do that.
normal
When
thing?
you say no, I have a boyfriend, or you say no, and then their second option is, well, do you have an Instagram?
Yeah.
That's an actual like fallback request?
It's a fallback request.
He literally asked, are you dating someone? I was like, he was like, oh, sorry to bother you, blah, blah. Okay, are you dating someone? I was like, yes, I'm dating someone, blah, blah. And then he was like, oh, can I have your Instagram?
We could just be friends.
Yeah,
he's just
and I
like
was
waiting on the
maybe-
sidelines. The long game.
Yeah, it's just them testing the waters, like if you're willing to cheat on.
Yeah, but that's
crazy.
stupid. I mean,
Yeah, very
that's
cut and dry.
just dumb.
That's stupid.
In my opinion.
Cheating stupid.
Sir, you are stupid.
Yeah.
You heard what I just said.
So it's just for one thing then?
If you were single, would this guy have a chance?
No.
He's just it doesn't do it for you?
Just
No.
MMA.
I mean, I wouldn't date someone that's hanging in a coffee shop all day.
Oh.
No.
But he's there to be with you.
Yeah, what if you don't even like coffee? Just like
He was staring like all the time like this too, and I was like, okay.
What's up with the Netherlands, man?
he just watches you?
Yeah, that's
He's
what
like,
most men
job.
do. Because they never see women for some reason. I don't. It looks like that.
They never see
They never see
A
women.
lot of men never see women, and they come into a coffee shop and they see new workers like, oh, women. And it's like
Very primal.
What's the
You should go
question?
to a Vietnamese coffee
Here's
shop.
the question. Oh yeah, Vietnamese cafe, huh?
Do you know about Vietnamese cafe?
oh no, I'm scared because I had tiramisu normal coffee to fuck me up.
Oh no. Yeah, the Vietnamese coffee will mess you up.
Yeah.
But if somebody here tells you, hey, let's go to a Vietnamese coffee shop, it's not for the coffee.
Oh, it's for the titties.
It's could be. Yeah.
Hey, no.
Hey now.
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. It's like Disneyland for me. That's like
Could be for the tea.
teas.
Yeah, but does Netherlands ever have crazy crimes?
Atmosphere.
What?
Does Netherlands ever have like crazy crimes and like, you know what I mean?
Oh, not like here. It's a lot safer than here.
Oh no.
Like violent crimes. How often do you?
It's been getting worse. Where lately there was a thing in Rotterdam, actually near the big bridge. Near the Jackie Chan thing.
I love it.
Yeah, and there was a dude he was 21 years old. He had 2 machetes, and he was trying to slash everyone like to death. He got one, but there was a
He got one person?
He got one person who died. He was 36.
Oh, dude, that's a bad way to go.
Oh, it's freaking horrible. And there was one dude. He was a personal trainer. He kind of saved everyone. Like he saw him running with the 2 machetes. And he was telling everyone or shouting at everyone, like, go away.
Go throw fruits, throw fruit.
Yeah, like that.
Through ninja.
Throw weed! Smoke some joint, you ugly bitch!
Eddie's is such a choice.
Dual wielding?
Like
wielding.
he wanted to be remembered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That wasn't just like
He's a character.
knife. Yeah, he's definitely a character.
Yeah, but
Yeah, dude.
yeah, that personal trainer dude kind of saved everyone, where otherwise there would be more casualties.
Yeah.
Where was the MMA guy when this all happened?
Right.
At her, staring at her.
Yeah.
Like
The personal trainer. He's like, all this fitness is finally coming handy.
Yeah.
Well, good luck at your job. I hope you don't leave my friend for the MMA guy. Don't get tempted.